We are about to enter a period of time that I like to call the cosmic snowball, which is essentially an extended period of time where there will be no planets in retrograde. There will only be 2 points this year where there are no planets in retrograde, and really only one of them is something you can make a lot of use of. The other one's really small. So this first period is going to be from January 27th until April 1st. On April 1st, Mercury goes retrograde and kind of ruins everything. But then Mercury leaves retrograde on April 25th, and April 25th until May 2nd. There's also going to be a very small period where there are no planets retrograde, but after that, Pluto goes retrograde. And then all the other planets just start cascading into retrogrades as the year goes on. The biggest, like, snowball period that I'm referring to is going to be January 27th until April 1st. So it's right here. We're on the precipice of this. You can think of a retrograde free period of time like driving a car, basically, where like when there are retrograde planets, there's something wrong with your car. Like either it's low on gas, or like you gotta put air in the tires, or there's like the lights blinking on the dashboard, you don't even know what they mean. Like it's confusing. You can't see the road clearly. But when there are no planets in retrograde, it's a smooth ride. Like there's no inherent issues with your car. You got a clear, like panoramic view of the road ahead of you, and you're way more aware of the potentials that you have lying before you. I call it a cosmic snowball period because the things that you get underway during this time can grow and pick up speed as you go. There's like nothing but the cosmic winds at your back, and you're just flying free. I like to look for these like cosmic snowball periods when you're trying to make a big move in life and you want it to go well for you, and kind of go off without a hitch, basically. So I love it for like fresh starts, new beginnings of any kind, and bigger ones tend to go a lot smoother during this time period, especially if you're buttoned up with your approach. Like if you're like getting all your paperwork in order and you're staying organized during this time, it's very important. Things will go your way typically. So you could enter a new relationship, launch a business, launch a campaign, move, like whatever big life decision is getting underway during this time has the potential to grow for you. As this period goes along, you kind of find yourself having the willpower snowball effect as well. So like you're getting more confident and perseverant and excited about the things that you're pursuing. So you want to use that to your advantage. Like you just get more amped up because you're seeing the results a little quicker. You don't really want to get distracted too much by people who are contradicting your path in life or the things that you want to do with yourself. Not to say that, you should just avoid everybody, but it is good right now to be aligning with people who have similar interests, similar goals as you. As with like anything in life, there's downsides too. So you do want to be incredibly intentional and organized during this time because, whatever you're getting going can really pick up momentum. So if you're headed in the wrong direction, you might find yourself come April 1st, like in a position that you're like, how did I get here so fast? It can feel like you're accomplishing months of work in weeks, weeks of work in days. You could be feeling incredibly restless and scattered. And if you are someone who's prone to procrastination and you're not using this time wisely, then by the end of it, it could feel like you're in this really serious time crunch, and you may not have all the time to pull off the things that you've been putting off. If you're doing too much, you could experience burnout real fast. So you want to make sure that what you're trying to get underway is sustainable. As fun as this can be, and like the ways that I've seen people pull off like great feats during this time, retrogrades will come again, It's not to say you can't start anything this year after May 2nd. You can. It's going to depend on your birth chart. You're going to want to get like an astrologer to look at your chart and tell you like, oh, these are the great times for you to be launching certain things in life. But after May 2nd, we are more in a retrograde mode, which isn't bad. We deal with retrogrades all the time. Like they're a natural part of the cosmic process, and retrogrades are great for editing your life. Retrogrades are good for RE words, which is reorganize, rethink, redo, re-strategize, regroup, rest. Like all of that will work in your favor during retrogrades if you're making the most of the cosmic snowball. As far as like the times where planets are going retrograde this year, I might make a separate video just like here's the whole calendar of all the retrogrades. The point where I think is going to be the most contentious for most people is going to be all the way at the end of the year, okay? It's going to be December 6th through December 15th. Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Uranus. All four are going to be retrograde during that time. I think the thing that's really making it the most contentious is the fact that Mercury and Mars, especially, will be retrograde at the same time. These are personal planets closest to the sun, and that has a lot of impact on us in our daily lives. And Mars does not go retrograde very often. So Mars turning retrograde on December 6th is going to, it's only like once every 2 years and 2 months ish that Mars turns retrograde, and it's going to be retrograde December 6th until February 23rd, 2025. So that will be a intense period of time in general with Mars retrograde, but it overlaps with Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus. Yeah, I don't love that time period for us. Also, just a little plug, I launched a business called Bismos CEO. This is a business astrology calendar, so especially for people who want to be more productive or like more successful at work and in life. And I mean, hello, given the job market and the recession and how difficult it is to make a living right now, I think we can use all the help we can get. So it's like $89 right now for a year of access to this astrology calendar that I put together. And I'm doing it with my partner, Eric Quigley from Uncommon Crowd. He's incredible, runs his own very successful marketing and creative agency. And this is not just a calendar, like it's a calendar you'll get that you can sync with your phone calendar, your computer calendar, whatever. But we're also putting this whole membership platform into the website. It's killer. Go check it out.